Hello and welcome to Talk SCB and welcome back here to the match review of Barcelona against Real Madrid. It finished 3-1 on the night tonight at the Camp Nou. I just want to start, guys, by just addressing something. A few people have been in the comments saying, I'm a negative person, stop all this negativity. You know what? Enough is enough. We have to stop accepting mediocrity at this club. It comes from the top. The board are making decisions which are going to be impacting our club, the club that we all love, in the years to come. What they do now is going to affect us after they're gone, after Messi's gone, and the reason for that is the fact that we have to act now. This is not negativity. What I'm about to bring you in this video is not negativity. It is reality. It is really, really happening. We have to act now. If you're a Soci watching this video, I beg you to listen on. Please, 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 just give me some time. I'm not being negative. This is real life. And it's not just about this game, and it's not just about the signing of Paulinho. This has been coming now for a long, long time, and Paulinho, the signing of him, for me, is the final straw. That's where it ends for me. That's where it snaps. Because if you're looking at this team, if you're Roberto Fernandez, you're paid to do your job as sporting director, and you turn around and you say, you know what, the answer to that performance tonight is Paulinho. He's going to come in and he's going to be the answer to all our problems. What absolute rubbish. 40 million euros on a guy from China when Jean Siri is sitting in France waiting for our offer for 40 million euros as well. It makes no sense. We're crying out for a midfielder tonight. Not for a single second did we dominate that game. Not for a single second did we have control of that game tonight. And why was that? Because we have no controller. There's no controller in our team. But of course, the board don't recognise that. All they're interested in is some very, very strange deal with Guangzhou Evergrande. 40 million euros for yet another Brazilian that has no real quality, no real talent, at the end of his career, coming on high wages, and he's going to be on a long contract. But they're afraid to announce him. They're afraid to announce him officially, and that's why they're waiting until Thursday of next week. Because you know what they're hoping? They're hoping that they've got the signing of Coutinho or the signing of Dembele, because what they're going to do is they're going to announce them together, and you know why that is, don't you? It's because they're trying to con you. They're trying to say, oh, look, everything's okay. Look at our new signings. Forget about Paulinho. We've got Coutinho. We've got Dembele. It still doesn't answer our problems. We still don't have that controlling midfielder. The essence of our team, the essence of our philosophy all revolves around the midfield. But no, they don't give a damn. They do not give a damn about that. All they care about is their wallets. Their wallets, they're marketable players. They're trying to bring people in to brainwash the Socis into thinking things are all okay. It's not okay. Not any longer. It's gone far enough. Things have to be done right now. We're bringing in a guy in Paulinho who's playing in the Chinese Super League. He's costing an extraordinary amount of money, and he's somebody that we don't even need. He's not even in the right profile. And you know what the worst thing is? He's going to be taking minutes away from the likes of Sergio Roberto, Sergi Samper, Carlos Alena, young players who've given everything to progress through the Barcelona system. Again, our philosophy of La Masia being ruined by this incompetent board that could not give a damn about the values of this club. That was all clear when they started their ties with Qatar. They remove UNICEF from the shirt, the sponsor. Everything good about this club, they have tried to tarnish. Bartomeu and his clan of absolute fools don't give a damn about this club. They do not give a single damn about what is going on at Barcelona right now. They're not Barcelona fans. They don't love the club. They don't care for what we stand for. All they care about is money. And like I say, this deal for Paulinho is very, very strange and very, very murky. And I certainly hope that in years to come, this is investigated, just like Douglas. And I just tell you what, it's about what they do. It's not just about Paulinho, it's about the way that it's done. They're afraid to announce him because, yeah, it's another player who's at the end of their career, in their late 20s. He's going to be on a long contract on big wages, and I guarantee you that in a few years' time, he's going to be just like Arda Turan. Very expensive, we can't shift him. Why is that? Because he's at his dream club and he's on massive wages and we can't get rid of them. And he'll end up like Mathieu, where we just give them away for free. Players who are too old and, first of all, not even good enough for Barcelona. We have to stop accepting mediocrity. That is not what we stand for. That is not what we should be accepting at Barcelona Football Club. And you know the worst thing about it is, That guy Lionel Messi, the greatest of our generation, the greatest of all time. He played in about 4 different positions tonight, deep in the pitch, receiving the ball, when he couldn't even influence things in the final third because he was so deep in the pitch trying to start moves. He's having to do everything. He's having to carry us on his back every single game, every single season, and it's not fair. He deserves better. So do Iniesta, so do Piqué, players who love this club, who've given everything to this club, and this is the way that we repay them. We lose Neymar to PSG, and what do? Our first instance is to go and bring in Paulinho for 40 million euros. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? I'm looking at it now. Should Neymar have left? No. Should he have left in the way that he did? Absolutely not. But can you blame him for going? Who knows? Because what we're becoming is not good. And that is why, like I said at the start, if you're a Sochi, if you have that power, you have to act now. And you really, really must do it. And the beginning of September, the first week of September, Benedito's motion for the vote of no confidence will begin. The first stage of that motion is in progress on the first week of September. In that week, he has to gain around 16,500 signatures from official members of the club. You have to vote in that motion because we need to take it to the next step. We need it to gain momentum. The problem is Catalan media. Bartomeu is brainwashing the Sochis into thinking everything's okay. You know what? In this morning's reports, in Sport, in Mundo Deportivo, they actually had articles praising the signing of Paulinho. They're trying to get people to think everything's fine, everything's smooth. It's not. We are on a downward spiral and we have to make it end now. And that starts with overthrowing the current board. And the only way we can make that possible is if Sochis, the people who have all the power, if they vote in Benedito's vote of no confidence. I'm going to have more coming up on that in the coming week because it is so important. I would absolutely kill to have that sort of power. They are the only people that can contribute and control our future right now, and that rests with them. They have to act now, and I'm not exaggerating. This is something that has been coming for a long time. I personally try to be positive in the whole thing. I've tried to sort of shrug it off and think this isn't really happening, but you know what? It is. You watch that out there tonight. You see a Real Madrid team which is gelling, which is young, which is talented. They've got a strong bench. They've invested in their future. They've actually made a profit in this transfer window, and in doing that, they've still brought in the likes of Dani Ceballos, Theo Hernandez, and they're choosing to join Real Madrid now. Players are opting to go there. The likes of Theo Hernandez, the likes of Dani Ceballos wanted to go to Real Madrid, even though the likes of Dani Ceballos was a Barcelona fan. It's not good from the outside, and it's certainly not looking good from the inside. Something needs to be done, and it needs to be done now. It starts with a vote of no confidence. That is all that we have. If we do not make it count now, if the Sochis do not step up and save our club, we've got Bartomeu and his clan of absolute fools until 2021, and that is something we cannot afford to happen. Like I say, it is so important that we get this right because we cannot allow this incompetence to go on. It's gone on long enough already. We've seen a number of high-profile poor decisions, all of which I'll be highlighting in the coming week. I'll be doing lots of videos talking about the board, talking about the regime. Yes, they got the treble under Luis Enrique, but look at the bigger picture. You need to start looking at the whole picture, the whole story. It's not good. There's been bad decisions after bad decisions after bad decisions, and it cannot go on. We have to end this now. In terms of the game tonight, there was a period where we were looking okay, but the atmosphere in the Camp Nou was dead. It was like a pre-season game. We looked tired, we looked lethargic, there was holes in our team, our midfield didn't look structured. We got players like Alex Vidal and Deulofeu who were simply not good enough on the night. They didn't look like Barcelona quality. I hope that they can, improve in games to come, but tonight it wasn't good viewing. We weren't good. We got beaten by phenomenal goals from Cristiano Ronaldo and Marco Asensio. And you know what the problem is? Marco Asensio, Real Madrid player, 4 million euros he cost, at the same time that we signed Douglas. We signed Douglas instead of signing Asensio, and that is exactly what the board represent. Bad decisions after bad decisions after bad decisions. They have short-term planning. They're at the heart of some very dodgy deals, and they're not good for this club. We need to get them out, and we need to get them out now. Leave your thoughts down below, guys. I'm sorry once again for such a negative video, but we need to hit home these facts. We need to start saying these things out loud. It's happening. It's real. I wish it wasn't. I wish I could be coming on here today and being fantastically positive, telling you things are going to be all right, but that won't solve anything. That will not get anything done. Change has to be made, and it needs to happen now. I'll see you very, very shortly. I'll have lots more videos coming up in the coming week. Thanks as always for your support, guys. I wish you all the best tonight. It wasn't an easy game to deal with, and things aren't looking great right now, but if we do initiate this change, things can get better. There's light at the end of the tunnel as long as those Sochis start making their opinions heard. Leave your thoughts down below. I will see you very, very soon, but until then, as always, Visca el Barça.